And we're live.
My God.
We're back.
We're on Kick. I don't even know what that is.
We're on some platforms.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see which ones work, but
yeah.
we are on some platforms, so we'll see what happens here on a Sunday night in between football games.
Breezy.
Cowboys haven't played yet, so we're not disappointed. Why are you so bouncy over there?
I'm trying to, I feel like I'm very left-centered. So like, I don't know if it's me
you
or
mean
my...
that Mac doesn't trace you?
It probably does. That's probably why it wouldn't work. It's like, nah, we got it. Don't worry about it.
Because if I come over here, look at this. Come on, camera. You disappointed me.
It just zoomed out like the other direction. You
Like,
idiot.
You want to be off camera.
Says, cool, I got you.
Yeah, we'll get you in there. So,
Yeah.
Cartridge and Quest episode 136.
Jesus.
Season 1, episode 36. We are doing this thing. Having fun yet?
I'm tired.
Sleepy?
It's been a long day, and then I wake up thinking it's like 6:30, and I was like, well, it's still early. I'm going to get up, get ready for work, whatever.
Nope.
Look at my phone. It says 5:30. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I woke up early this morning, too, and I didn't realize until about noon. I was like, oh, shoot. Daylight savings was yesterday. Like, all the automatic just time change with phones and everything just changes automatically. I was like, oh, yeah, that's why I was so rested. Because 2 a.m. turned into 1 a.m., and then it just kept on going.
You were up that late, huh?
No, I mean, like I'm just saying, like,
I see.
while I was sleeping,
Okay.
2 a.m. turned into 1 a.m., and then...
I thought you were saying you're up, and you're like, well, shit, I got an extra hour. And...
Oh, no, like, I think I went to bed at like 11 o'clock last night. Like, I was not trying to
that hot
party
tub.
too long after that hot tub.
Went to bed
was
smelling like
something.
smoke. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know about those. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about your makeshift fire that
Oh,
your wife had to come start for you.
yeah. Anyway, let's get this thing rolling. If I can hit the right button.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes.
Always.
Just waiting for you to start throating the microphone or something.
I don't think my mouth is that big.
You got it.
Well, guess what?
I don't know.
We have partnered with Audible.
Oh,
Yes, that Audible, the Amazon Audible.
are they paying us?
Yes. We are getting paid,
Oh, God.
potentially.
That depends on everybody else.
It depends. For the next month and a half,
Yeah.
you guys can get Audible for 3 months for $1 a month.
Yeah, but it's,
Then this is the premium plan.
okay.
So you get one bestseller or new release each one of those months, as well as the thousands of other books that you want to listen to for free on Audible for $1 a month for the next 3 months.
I wonder if they have cookbooks. It's like step 2.
Maybe.
Sliced chicken. Step 3. And like, that just, I don't know. That'd be weird as fuck.
Like, and just a sexy voice reading it to you.
Gordon Ramsay just like swearing at people.
That's it. That's a sexy
No,
voice.
I took
you
it
just
a
went
whole
a
other
different direction.
Yeah.
That's your part.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. After 3 months, the membership auto-renews at $14.95 a month. So there's no commitments. You can cancel anytime. And like I said, it's beneficial to us. So, I mean...
I made him read the bad part. So
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
This offer ends on December 16th. So just check out cartridgeandquest.com. There's a link there that says Audible promotion. Click on that and sign up for 3 months for $1 for 99 cents a piece.
Get us paid.
And get us paid. So yeah,
We need it.
go check that out, guys.
Shit's expensive.
I'm Average Trav.
40 Mike C.
Fruit Mike C over there. And we also little drinky drinks.
Yeah, I just kind of started throwing some stuff together, and it tastes pretty good.
These are sponsored by The Wandering Tome.
What's that?
That is a self-serve bookstore at 514 North Jefferson here in Wellington, Kansas.
Oh, wow.
Lots of, I think it's 21-plus books.
Oh.
Yeah, spicy stuff in there. You open that thing up, and it just smells like peppers.
I feel like I want to get one of those books and just start highlighting like all like the like it says like tit or boob or dick or.
Who was reading this? That's such a child.
I'm just gonna like flag it so like anybody like knows where to go to get to the good stuff, like skipping everything. Like yeah,
Like what 16-year-old was reading this book before me? So yeah, go check out the Wandering Tome bookstore, 514 North Jefferson in Wellington. Get some books and enjoy your night.
I wish I liked to read.
Thanks for the drinkies.
I just don't like to read. I don't know. It's hard.
Let's get into a little bit of Retro Rewind.
Okay.
Usually sponsored by the Regent, but I don't know what movie he's playing because it's all over the place over there.
Yeah, it's been different just with Halloween and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
Brought to you by Popcorn.
Popcorn and Diet Coke. We can almost say it's brought to you by Coke. I mean, you bought a whole bunch of Coke this week.
I'm sponsored by Coke now.
I know.
Kind of, in a roundabout way.
I thought it was illegal. Not that kind of Coke. Not Macho Man's Coke.
Not Macho Man's Coke. Not the Coke Mountain. Jesus.
Let's go back to 2004 and talk a little bit about computers.
You're not going to play the intro?
Oh, snap.
Jesus.
I was
so
waiting
bad
for the intro. At this. I love this intro. This is such a good intro, and I freaking forgot it. So check it out, guys.
That's pretty good.
That one is brought to you by the Red Dead Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Not really. But we're going to keep coming up with fun band names for who wrote this thing.
Do it.
I think that one's fun. It doesn't seem as long as it did the first time. So we'll keep
It's
doing
getting better.
It's the same length, but it doesn't seem as long. The story of my life.
Huh.
2004, Mozilla releases Firefox 1.
Hell yeah.
Bro.
I'd love Firefox. I was about
yeah, I was too. So I want you guys to look at this.
It's just a picture of your butthole.
Wow, that's a bold choice, sir.
Moving on.
So this was the Mozilla browser number one.
Oh, God.
Do you remember this?
No, I don't remember it looking like that.
You don't remember it looking like that? I do. Like, this was awesome.
Was it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. This was like 2% better than the Internet Explorer looked.
2%?
Yeah. So I remember having Mozilla Firefox later on and having it skinned to look like this because I thought it was so awesome.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So Mozilla Firefox 1 came out in 2004, and, man, I mean, we all know IE sucked, so anything that we could use that was going to help us out and get away from that crappy thing, we were going to love it. So, yeah, that's
Step in the right direction.
Mozilla. Any stories about Mozilla? Why do you love it?
It just worked.
Yeah.
It was functional and good, and, you know, I don't know if it even related to like some of the Flash games and shit like that, because I feel like there's so many times that just shit was not working right. But if you use Mozilla, like typically, like it was going to fix your problems. So that was good.
I agree. I mean, it was just it seemed superior, and it was open source, so it was things seemed like they were getting fixed fast. And
yeah,
they always had new releases. You could go on different tracks if you wanted to. I don't know if you ever got into that.
That was kind of annoying. The fact that there's always like updates and shit, but at the same time, it's like. That kind of got us used to, like, our phone updates all the fucking time.
Right.
And, apps are updating all the time.
Yeah.
But, like, with that being said, it's more secure and better and not
Exactly.
buggy. And so, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, Mozilla was sweet. I loved it. I used it a lot back in the XP and Windows 90, I guess not 98. XP and Windows 7 is probably when we used it the most. All right. Let's move on to some games. So, 2001, in a couple of weeks from now, in 2001, the Xbox is going to come out. But before that happened, we had the official Xbox magazine. And I remember getting this. This was super cool. Did you ever read this?
I don't know that I did. It kind of looks familiar, but I don't know.
I definitely like this. This issue to me seems familiar because it's 70 reasons why. It's like, geez Louise. But I think 50 of those are probably the 50 games that they list inside.
Okay.
And then they had 20 more. But you're talking like WWF Warzone, Madden, Tony Hawk 2X, Project Gotham, Halo, Obi-Wan, like just so many good games that came out when the Xbox came out. And they talked about all of them in this issue of Xbox Magazine. And so this thing went on for a long time. It started in 2001. The last issue was in 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the last issue has a Microsoft Series X on it.
It is kind of sad that traditional media like that are like going away. Like they're still trying to make a newspaper and shit like that, but it's like, dude, everybody's just getting their news like digitally now, and it's so
you
much
just have
easier.
to be on some platform. Yeah, I mean, it's so much easier. Like I don't know, sitting on the toilet reading a magazine was pretty cool.
Pretty cool having a phone now, though.
It's pretty nice having your phone there.
Yeah,
and responding to a text message and laughing at a TikTok and reading some news. I mean, I don't know what you guys do on the toilet, but that's what I'm doing.
The comfort of your toilet.
Yeah, all from the comfort of your toilet seat. And if you have some sweet toilets like we had in Napa, it's just a recliner.
I didn't even want to leave.
No.
It was warm.
Yeah, it was. Warm water came out of there. It was awesome. Love that. Anyway.
Except for the shit NATO.
Yeah, that was bad. They should have a warning label on that because that was not.
I can't imagine.
Not awesome. Okay, I did not have a PlayStation 2, but you did.
Uh-huh.
And you said you got yours probably around this time, around 2003, 2004.
Something like that, yeah.
Like a couple years after it came out.
Yep.
And they released something called the iToy
Never even
camera.
heard of that.
Did you hadn't?
No.
So me either. And I was hoping that you had because I wanted you to talk about it. But this thing, it's weird how they made this freaking webcam look just like a PS2. And oh shoot, that's not good. Those buttons are too close together. Leave and screen share. Leave and screen share are right next to each other, and I hit the wrong button. So this was the iToy PlayStation 2 camera, and this thing did. It basically was like what was the Xbox one?
Kinect?
The Kinect, yeah. It was basically that thing, but for the PlayStation. And so it would put you on the screen as a video, and then it would track you, and you could do all kinds of different stuff on screen as yourself with this camera pointed at you. And it sounded cool when I was reading about it, but I didn't have any experience with it.
I feel like the problem with like even the Kinect, like the Kinect was a little more advanced, I feel, and like did some good stuff. But I feel like it was just too ahead of its time. I feel like the technology wasn't good enough yet to really like make it worth it. You know what I mean?
I guess, but we don't have anything like that now. Like, I just don't think it mattered.
Yeah, and that is the thing. I think people just don't care. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Especially on something like that. Like, I think on, like, if you talk about VR just in general, like the Quest or something like that, like, that's a completely separate device.
Yeah.
But, like, on my Xbox, I don't really care about that. I just want to play with my controller. Like, that's the whole point. And so having a camera in my living room, one, is creepy.
Yeah.
And two, it's like, obviously it wasn't super advanced because it got a lot of things wrong back then. I
just feel like it needs to be like beneficial. Like, what's the point? Like
right.
The Kinect, I kind of understood for the fact that like, like let's say you have multiple people in your house, and if you are like jumping from like user to user, but even for the most part, if like the kids get on my Xbox, they're getting on my account to play a game that's already on there.
Really?
So it's like,
no, nobody gets on my account. Like I have it set up so it's just like everybody's got their own account. If you're playing a game, you're on your account.
But with that being said, they all have their own Xboxes too, so it's like.
Yeah, we don't share devices. That's true.
Yeah.
Everybody has, not everybody has an Xbox, but everybody has a device, whether it's a Switch or an Xbox or something. Right?
So if you were in a situation where you had to share that, and the Kinect like would just recognize you and be like, "Oh, I'm going to open your account," and it's like, okay, well that's at least a step in the right direction. But it's
Agreed.
like, but then what? You know what I mean? I'm also like old and fat enough that like you said, I want to play with the control. I don't want to be like all punching shit.
I'm not trying to move
double
around
fisting
and
things,
do all kinds of nonsense.
I don't know.
So yeah, I agree. It's just not. I just don't think that kind of gaming has ever been something that the majority of people want to do.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason the Wii isn't still around.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, those controllers still do some of that kind of stuff, right? I mean, but it's just not. It's not the same. So, okay, dude. This one I think is one of, if not the biggest, most impressive things that we've ever played.
Yep.
And I think it's probably the thing outside of like maybe Fortnite now. It might be the thing that we've played the most.
Absolutely.
Together and not, like just in general. Like I think we played so much Halo 2 as a group. It's just like probably one of my favorite times in life is just hanging out with that whole group of people and playing Halo 2 till late in the night, just having LAN parties at that house.
Absolutely.
And like it was just so fun. And so this game has a lot of sentimental value to it for us. And then obviously other people liked it too, because in 2004, Microsoft released Halo 2, the video game for Xbox in the U.S., $125 million in the first 24 hours.
That's insane.
Becoming the highest grossing entertainment product launch at the time, and a record 1.5 million copies were pre-ordered, and the game went on to be the best-selling Xbox game of all time. So, not just us.
Yeah.
Everybody that had an Xbox loved this thing.
And this was really before like digital downloads.
Yeah, no, you had to get that disc.
And then the thing is, you wanted to like immediately get on and play it, but it's like then you had to download shit off the disc, so like you're still waiting. But it's like Jesus Christ, people used to wait in line, you know what I mean, outside like Best Buy or outside, the fucking game stores, and man, what a time to be alive.
I mean, yes, I totally remember that, because I mean we at that time, what did I say, 2004, we had jobs, so we weren't going to school anymore.
Yep.
And I remember coming home from work and popping that thing in and thinking, I'm going to get to play this tonight. Nope. Yeah. It was tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, because it had to download so much stuff from you pop the disc in and that was just a piece of it.
Yeah.
And then it downloaded so much stuff, and it was so slow because the internet was just not fast. And we just, we waited.
Sit and wait.
And waited. And so that was bad. So I wanted to talk about, is it here or is it down here a little bit?
Is it here or is it here?
Yeah, it's right here. We can talk about it right here. So I wanted to talk about our favorite Halo 2 maps.
Mm-hmm.
So what maps do you remember, and which ones did you really like?
I feel like Lockout was a big one for me.
Perfect. That's the first one.
Yeah.
I knew we would be like pretty close on this one. So
I don't know how many people actually remember like doing like weird stuff, but doing things like super jumping, that was a lot of fun. Do you remember that?
I remember people doing it. I never figured out how to do it.
So Lockout had one, and I want to say there was like kind of by where the exploding barrel was, like you had to like crouch and walk into a wall, and then you jump backwards onto a ledge, and then you jump onto another one, and it like super bounced you like clear up.
Like it was a glitch?
Yeah, and then you're like up on like if you had a sniper, you're up on top and just wrecking
killing
people.
everybody. Yeah,
and then of
exactly.
course everybody's looking around like, where the hell is he? And
he went up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that happening and being super mad when somebody was up there with a sniper.
Yep.
But I never figured out how to do it. The other one I remember was like you could if you were falling, you could shotgun the ground and not take damage or not die.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
So Lockout was awesome.
Lockout was cool, and I want to say like one of the times I remember like my favorite thing that ever happened to me playing this game. I remember dropping down from like the lift side, and like you could drop in, and there's a rocket launcher down there. All the enemy team sprinted for that. I had the sniper. I dropped down from the lift side, and I just remember like strafing to the left and just shooting one bullet down there because all of them were trying to get that rocket. I took all four of them out with one headshot.
Really?
It was insane.
Dude,
I was
that's
so
epic.
happy.
That's awesome. That's super cool. Another one of my favorites was Midship. I was asking my wife about this too because she played so much Halo 2 with us back then. Do you remember Midship?
Yeah, I do. It was okay, but the sword, it was a very real problem.
It was a real problem, this one, because this is a really open map. I remember, like, you have those corridors in the back, but that sword up top was just like everybody tried to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't get it, you were screwed because you were up there and there was nowhere for you to go. And and it just, I think I liked it, but I didn't like it. Just that you knew where the weapons were going to spawn every time because they spawned them at the same place every single time. It was good and bad, and so
see that's where Sean, my brother, him and his buddies were so fucking good because not only did they do that, they'd be like, pulled sword at whatever, and they'd say the time, and they knew it spawned like every 2 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever the case was.
Way, dude.
So as time's getting close, they'd have somebody 15 seconds out running to the sword to get the other one, to get the rockets, to get the regions. Like,
wow,
they were that kind of a team.
Gosh, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. So anytime you have like a regen of whatever, like they were on top of it to make sure they had the active camos and overshield and all that.
Wow, yeah. I guess that's probably what you have to do to be really good at that
Yeah,
game.
yep. And they had all the call-outs, too. They knew, like, lift 1, lift 2, red, whatever.
They just knew they knew those maps.
So if they're being attacked, they could say, like, 2 on lift 1 or whatever, so they knew where to look. And, like, they were on their shit.
Man, I've just never been that into games.
We would just get in and run around and kill each other.
Kill each other.
Yeah, they were on a whole different level. It was wild.
That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. So, Zanzibar.
Zanzi was a good one.
This one was cool. Really big, and you had the vehicles in this one. You could drive vehicles, which I think from that. This is where I get my love for driving vehicles in Fortnite is from this game, because driving vehicles in this game was so fun.
You never grew out of that shit. Yeah,
no,
for sure.
Never. And so I remember getting on that big spinny thing in the middle. You could get over there, and then you could get on top of that wheel.
Yep.
And then if you had a sniper and you were decent with it, which I never was, you could really wreak havoc, because the back side of that thing is really open. It's pretty cut up in the front.
Yeah.
Like there's tunnels and a bunch of stuff in the front side. But the back side of that, if anybody's coming back there and you've got that sniper, I feel like you could do some damage.
Absolutely.
Any thoughts on Zanzibar?
No, I think you pretty well covered it.
I didn't think I only had 3, but it seems like maybe I do. So those were my top 3.
God, yeah. If I would have known, I would have looked back and said, "Hey, this is what I remember." But
I mean, I can real quick. I had it. Where'd it go? It's in here. I mean, who's really paying attention, right? Let's see here. We can do this. I love this new tool, man. Just being able to on the fly do some stuff. So you got Lockout Foundation, Gemini, Zanzibar, Sanctuary, Uplift.
Sanctuary
Warlock.
I thought was a good one, and I feel like not a lot of people appreciated it, but let's see. I mean, obviously Lockout is just number 1.
Yeah, it was great. It was just so awesome. Get out of here. That one was good. Sanctuary, I'm trying to remember what this one was. Oh, did this have this was an alien one. Yeah, this one was cool. And then you had Beaver Creek.
Beaver Creek, that was a solid one too.
This one was fun. My wife said she thinks this might be her favorite one. Good, we get an ad that's not us, so that's good.
Enjoy this ad from whatever the fuck this is.
It's Battlefield 6 or something?
Oh yeah, that did just come
watching.
out.
We're gonna get banned. Get out of here. Oh well, let's zoom down. Oh, okay, here we go. Beaver Creek.
The bunker bases.
Yeah, the bunker bases. That creek in the middle. What'd you have? Did you have the shotgun or a grenade launcher or something at the end in that tunnel?
I'm trying to remember because there's a lift on both sides of the base, right? That would like toss you towards the middle.
No, not on this. I didn't think. Oh, no, those lifts, they just shot you up and you got to get on top of the building, right? And then you could go in the building and go in the tunnels?
I was thinking there was a lift that like shot you forward. And on the left...
Man, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. It's been way too long, man. Maybe we need to...
We need to get back into it.
Yep.
Like, I don't see a lift here. I remember, like, getting shot up on top and you could go in that hole in the middle. And And then you definitely had that cliff on the side where you could run up the cliff and stand up there and look down at the thing.
My favorite thing was getting the sticky nades and like throwing it into a lift and just sticking people like as they're coming up a lift. Like, God, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man, Halo 2 was awesome. I wish they'd redo this one. I know they talked about redoing Combat Evolved as just a campaign only. I think it's not in a multiplayer deal, but the Master Chief Collection is still out there. We could probably spin that up and try to play some of these old ones. But, yeah, man, this was my first time really getting into, like, multiplayer, big battle, like, with a lot of people, and it was so fun.
It was.
Okay, so that leads into the cartridge conundrum for this week. Cartridge conundrum. That switch, hit reset, we're diving in, you ain't seen it yet. Retro heroes, button mashing, pass me down, sparks start flashing. Cartridge conundrum, let's play the game. Can you name that level? Can you claim the fame? Old school power, classic thunder, get ready for the cartridge conundrum. Powered by nostalgia and Player One energy. Cartridge and Quest forever. Oh, it gets me hyped. The launch of Halo 2 on the original Xbox in November 2004 was one of the biggest events in gaming history. The hype was astronomical, and Bungie delivered a blockbuster sequel that changed online multiplayer forever. But before the game hit shelves, Microsoft launched a groundbreaking alternate reality game that pulled players into a mysterious story unfolding in the real world through websites, emails, and even payphones. So for this week's conundrum, what was the official name of the famous Halo AGR? Was it The Great Journey, Project Mondular, I Love Bees, or Cortana's Ghost? If you've got it, let us know in the comments. And if you stay till the end, we'll give you the answer. Do you remember that?
I don't remember Mondular or whatever you said. But
how do you say that?
It looks like Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, because it is Mjolnir. I've never seen that word in print.
Mondulam? Mamba Jamma?
Mamba Jamba?
Jesus.
I don't know, man. Reading's hard sometimes.
Yeah. That's why I don't like it.
What would you have said on the fly if you had never freaking seen it in print?
If you've never heard of Mjolnir before, it's like, what the fuck is that?
I know what Mjolnir is.
Modulam? Anyway, the fuck? Let's talk about Vince Young or something.
You always got to call me out. Whatever. Yeah, let's talk about Vince Young and his crazy Madden curse.
Oh, God.
So, at first, in 2008, for Madden 2008, LaDainian Tomlinson was supposed to be the cover guy. And apparently, people wrote letters to EA and were like,
and that's
no,
enough
please,
to discourage?
No, please don't. We like LaDainian. We don't want him to get hurt. And so they put Vince Young in instead. And it's like,
wow. It was him. Like, LT's like, no, fuck this.
Right, he just wrote
Please do
letters.
not do this.
So, everybody, I mean, if you were back then, if you were a football fan, you remember Vince Young at Texas, right? At all? Do you remember Vince Young at Texas, like just killing it?
No.
Not really?
I never watched a lot of college, though.
I didn't either, but I mean, I was just into sports, and so SportsCenter was always on, and so I remember seeing Vince Young just freaking hopping over the goal line and just killing it at
Why do we
Texas.
look so small on our screens? Is that normal?
It never came back from the thing. What, this one? Yeah.
Okay.
It just a little glitch. Sometimes that happens with technology, even when you're paying a lot of money for it.
Especially when you're paying a lot of money for it.
So Vince Young was put into the Madden cover, and the first year was fine. Like he got hurt, but he missed one game. But if you remember anything about this dude's career, the Madden curse really got a hold of him. He was. I don't think he's dead. Is he dead?
I don't know. We're over
can't
2.
Just, you can't just go around calling people dead.
We're over 2 on these now.
now we have to check because if he's dead, I feel bad.
It's like, where's Lee at? Lee like was on it last time.
He was like, no, guys, he is not a bad guy, and he's actually doing really good things.
Lee, tell me about Vince Young now.
Where's Vince Young? Is he in a grave or is he doing something?
That's a good Google
Anyway,
question.
he was on suicide watch. He quit on his team. Nobody respected him.
God.
And then he was released from the Titans, and then he was the backup for the Eagles. And so he went from just being the man at Texas to just nothing.
Being on suicide watch.
And so, and that's a serious thing. We shouldn't joke about that, but R.I.P.
Vince Young.
Yes, that guy.
I'm asking Chat GPT because Chat knows everything.
Chat does know everything. He'll steer you wrong sometimes, though.
Alumni and mentor role at Texas Longhorns. He remains involved with them. Selected for 24 SEC football legends.
There you go.
Community engagements.
So
he has a restaurant in Austin.
Just if Foodie Mike C calls you dead, you're probably doing good stuff.
Good chance I'm wrong.
Good chance that he's not right about that. Okay. 1998.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of pop culture.
Okay.
Do you remember the Furby?
Oh God, those are scary. Yeah.
They were freaky.
Those things would just start talking in the middle of the night. It's like, fuck you, dude. Go to sleep.
And they didn't talk English, right? Like
no,
they talked.
they had their own language.
Furbish. Were they talking Furbish? And then like they'd start to learn English. I think I remember. Like they would learn what you were saying to them, and then they would talk more English. I don't know, but
dude, fuck that.
That little, I think that's an infrared thing in its brain right there, and that's where it like could see and like it heard things.
I always wondered what that was for.
Yeah, these things were so creepy. Are they still around?
I hope not. I haven't seen one.
Those are what's gonna come alive when things that are not alive come alive, and they're just gonna haunt us.
This is what AI's been like leading up to this whole time. Is to like,
it's actually Furby created AI so it can get smarter. Yes, yes. At some point we're gonna find out that this is all a master plan by Furby to take over the world.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Screw you, Furby. I don't remember having one, but I know the people that had them, and I don't think I'm friends with those people anymore.
That's good.
Yeah. Like, screw you guys. Okay. November 6, 1998. Epic movie.
Great movie.
Not really, but it's really funny.
Bobby Boucher, baby.
Bobby Boucher. Waterboy was released. Man, I mean, just the premise of this movie and the Louisiana accents in this movie.
I have to say, like, I watched Happy Gilmore 2 recently, and it just took me back to, like, every other fucking Adam Sandler movie I've ever seen in my life.
Which was the point, right? Like, that's what he was trying to do.
It's like I enjoyed them as I was a kid, and then it's like watching it as I'm older now. I'm just like, God damn, this is stupid. But it's like it's so
like
funny.
He's older than us, and he's still making these kind of movies.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But, that dude, I've heard he's a really super down to earth guy and like just really awesome, but he just doesn't like being a celebrity, and so
yeah,
I feel like that's how I'd be. Like, just be like, let me wear my big baggy shorts and go play basketball on the court.
Yeah,
and have nobody notice.
Yep.
And so it's like, this is just the wild nonsense in this movie. And his mom hating foosball, and the coach having him, just that the coach in his accent, his Louisiana accent cracks me up every time, dude. So funny. So yeah, Waterboy was released this week, and I feel like we're gonna ramping up to Christmas. We're gonna see a bunch of movies and toys and stuff that are gonna bring us back to the 90s and 2000s because this is the time for movies, and outside of summer when the big blockbusters come out, Thanksgiving and Christmas are really big movie times, and then obviously toys are going to come out so you can buy them for Christmas. So the next one,
speaking of Jesus,
do you remember the Razor scooter?
I remember busting the fuck out of my shins multiple times, like trying to just do shit with those things. Yeah,
you had one?
Oh my God, yeah.
This metal one. So Razor's like an old brand. Like, it came out in the 40s, I think. But these metal scooters that folded up came out in, 2000?
Yep.
And yeah, some of the stuff you saw in the commercials where people were doing tricks on these things.
Yeah.
We would try to do those, and it just was not possible.
Dude, it hurts. It hurts so damn bad. And then, like, it's funny that even, like, still, like, now, like, my kids have, like, a variation of this scooter. I don't know if it's a Razor or some knockoff, but, yeah, we have, like, 3 of those just hanging out.
Yeah, I know. We have these trikes that have these wheels that move on the back of them, and they light up, and they're Razor branded. But so it's not a scooter, but my boys have those trikes and they ride them everywhere, and it's crazy because the back wheels are what moves, and like that it doesn't feel like you should even be able to control it, but they know how to like spin and turn and do all kinds of stuff, and then the lights, the wheels light up. So yeah, I mean, I definitely knew people that instead of skateboarding, they did this, and they were good at it. But anytime I tried to get on one of these things, man, you hit your shins when you try to jump and flip that thing around.
No, it's not.
If that handlebar wasn't tight enough, it would freaking fall.
You face plant because just all your weight's going forward. Jesus.
So yeah, Razor scooter was interesting. It's a long time ago that those came out.
Yeah, I know.
And to still be around and to still be doing...
Makes me feel old as shit.
I know. It's crazy. Okay, this is not one that I was into, but it was around a lot.
Yeah.
And so, do you remember 24 at all?
Yeah, I remember, like, I don't think I ever watched an episode, but I mean, I'm aware of it.
Do you know the premise of this show?
It's like literally like the whole series is about like one day, right? Shit leading up to
each episode, or no, sorry, each season, and there was 9 seasons.
Okay.
So each season was one day.
Okay.
Which is just like all the things that happen in one day is just wild.
Yeah.
This is Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep. Okay.
And yeah, I remember watching. I don't know if like my girlfriend at the time, if her parents watched it. I just remember it was around, and I remember it being on and thinking, this is stupid. Like, there's no way this much stuff can happen in a month, let alone a day.
So, touching on this real quick, I sent a text to a few people. I can't remember. I think I maybe sent it to you guys too. There's a movie I just watched called The House of Dynamite, and it's a similar thing. But it's a movie, and it's based on like a country sending like a nuke at us, and how we would respond, and then like how shit goes wrong, and so like this whole thing is just anxiously building up. But it's like all of it happens within like a certain small amount of time. So then it's like you kind of get to the end of it, like in the first like 30 minutes, you're like, what the hell's going to happen? And then it goes to somebody else's point of view,
Oh, shoot.
So I think that's
Spoiler
probably
alert.
what like the 24 thing. I mean, not really giving anything away, but I think maybe that's kind of like what 24, like they kind of focus on things that happened in the past to lead up to that, or somebody's perspective of what they saw and how it happened. And so I don't know, but I kind of got a similar, I will say, just for the sake of if you're listening or going to check out this House of Dynamite, it was very good until the ending.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it's so hard because I feel like as somebody that, like, if you're somebody, I'm not as somebody that does this, but if you're somebody that makes that kind of thing, the ending is so important because it is what makes the rest of the thing awesome, even if the rest of the thing was actually awesome.
I'm just going to let you know, like, to me, it's not even a spoiler, but, like, literally whenever, like, the big thing is supposed to happen, it just doesn't, and the movie's over.
What the heck?
So it's like you're watching this whole time for this, like, big moment, and then it just, the end, credits, like, fuck you, dude.
Wow, yeah.
I just felt like I wasted my time but the one thing that was cool about it, though, is, like, the people that were doing their job, the military people, is like, that would have been my job in the Army. And then, like, I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, damn, this is, like, exactly what I was doing. And then I saw somebody on the screen, and they had my unit patch on there.
What?
Yeah, so I was like, holy shit, that's, yeah.
Weird.
Pretty cool. You're doing
Anybody
great.
like that? Does anybody like that? I can keep doing it.
ASMR for people.
I'm just wondering. Like, I
Fuck.
could do that for money. I would chomp ice.
Yeah?
On screen, off screen, feet in the air, feet on the ground. Whatever. Just saying.
Okay.
So one of the crazy things about the other crazy thing about 24 was it was actually supposed to come out in around September 11th, and it didn't. They postponed it because apparently the first episode was something really close to what happened on September 11th.
I feel like I remember hearing that.
And so they postponed it to
They're
November.
Like, you know what? We're not going to do that. Yeah.
So we'll do it 2 months later, and it won't matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird. Okay. 2003.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit here for a minute. We're gonna soak in Elf because it is awesome.
One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, ever, Christmas or not.
Yeah.
Just such a good movie. It was on yesterday at our house because it's such a good movie. And so 2003, Elf was released. Obviously, Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I mean, just in that time frame, in the late 90s, early 2000s, Will Ferrell was just so funny.
Mm-hmm.
He had so many, Anchorman, Talladega Nights, the basketball.
I hate when Tropic Thunder.
Tropical. What is the
They were the
basketball
Tropics.
They were the Tropics.
Yeah, Jackie Moon. Fuck, what was it?
Dang it.
We'll think
Blades
of
of Glory.
Blades of Glory. Yeah, and I hate when people. There's so many people that hate on Will Ferrell. Like he's always the same character. I'm like, fuck, you know he's not. He's loud and funny, and it's like,
yeah,
say what you want, but I mean,
yeah. So I wanted to talk about my five, and if you while I'm doing this, if you want to look yours up or if you have them, go for it. But my top 5 quotes from this movie, and I just there's so many. It was really hard to go through and pick 5, but these are my top 5. So, number 1, when Narwhal says, "Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad." I laughed so hard the first time I heard
I say that all the damn time randomly.
Really?
I'll just say, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad."
Just so funny. I mean, it doesn't get funnier than just a animated narwhal saying something crazy like that. So, yeah, I don't know. This was just hilarious. And then number 4, when he walks in to the coffee shop and he's just like, "Congratulations, you did it." And everybody's like, "What is he talking about?" And he's like, "The best cup of coffee in the world," because that's what it says out there on the window. Is just hilarious because he's never been to here, and so he doesn't understand at all.
Yep.
And so just the fact that he's just so naive about it is just so funny. So that's number 4. This one, I like this one a lot because I try to say curse words that aren't actually curse words all the time, and I'm always saying things that just like this. I mean, I say "son of a nutcracker" all the time, and so when he says "son of a nutcracker" when he gets hit with that snowball, is just hilarious. So that's number 2. That's number 3. Number 2, when they're at Gimbel's. And he's like, "Santa's coming at 10 a.m. And he's like, "Santa, I know him." I say that at Christmas time probably 30 times because it's just a hilarious, and it makes my kids laugh, and it's just funny. And then I don't know how it gets better than this in a Christmas movie or otherwise, but when he's talking to the fake Santa, and he just gets real close up to him and he says, "You sit on a throne of lies."
Yep.
And then he tells him he smells like beef and cheese, and then they just start fighting. Like,
yeah,
that is so funny.
I feel like the one thing you left out, though, is the Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins.
Cottonhead and that's why I said it's so hard. There's so many. There's 10 other ones that I could list here. But yeah, Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins is hilarious. And we call anytime we see somebody with curly hair that's blonde, we always call them a Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins, and they don't know about it. But we always say they're Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins.
Huh.
So that's just our
little
joke.
PSA for any of you guys.
Yeah, don't take it the wrong way. It's just fun. Just a joke.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Elf in a nutshell. And a son of a nutcracker, if you will.
feel like you've heard those little sayings right there. You've experienced the whole movie.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You don't have any other ones besides Cotton and Eddie Muggins?
Not really.
Love this movie, dude. It's so funny. We'll watch it probably in the next 2 months. I bet we'll watch it 6 times.
Wow.
Maybe more. I don't know. Just depends. Such a good movie. Let's move on to a little bit of wrestling and sports news.
All right, then.
This week, in 1987, 4 new NBA franchises were announced. This is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if this happened now, it'd be like, wow, that's a ton. Like, I don't know. The league probably felt like it was pretty normal for a while, and they went and said, we're going to get 4 new cities involved here. So Charlotte and Miami were announced for 1998, so the Hornets and the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 1989, the next year, they announced Minneapolis and Orlando, so the Timberwolves and the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Things took off from the Magic in the 90s, too. So
when they had Anthony Hardaway?
Yeah, it didn't.
And Shaq?
It did not take long for those guys to really make a name for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, the name, the Magic, to be in Orlando and to kind of Magic, Disney, that kind of thing is pretty cool.
Yep.
The Timberwolves' old uniforms were really cool.
They were, yeah.
And then the Heat, meh, just whatever. I mean,
wasn't great until Braun got there.
I guess, but were they even great then? Because the Mavs took them out. Yes. And then Charlotte, I mean, they just been all over the place.
Yeah.
I think that one moved. They moved to New Orleans, and then they got the Bobcats back, and now they're the Hornets again.
I was gonna say.
So they've been all over the place.
Is that Jordan?
I mean, no, that was Washington Wizards. He played there. He did own part of the Bobcats. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I think he's the reason they came back there as the Bobcats. All right, November 5th or November 6th, 2005. Do you know the name Joey Styles?
I've heard the name. I don't know.
Okay, so Joey Styles was the ECW announcer. He's the real loud, oh my God, like just the guy that was just always loud and crazy when things would happen. And after WWE bought him, he just kind of went away. And then in 2005, he came on as the play-by-play guy for Raw.
Is that when JR was having problems?
Yeah, maybe. It seems like it was probably something to do with that. And so it was kind of a shock to anybody that had known ECW, because he was pretty iconic as the ECW play-by-play guy. And so this was interesting, and when it popped up, I was like, I'm going to mention that, because I bet there's some people out there that have stories about if they liked him or not. So let us know that in the comments if you have any Joey Styles WWF comments. And then a little bit of sad news is, if you remember sad news is.
Yeah, sad news is.
November 8th, 2005, Eddie Guerrero defeated Mr. Kennedy on SmackDown to earn a spot on SmackDown's Survivor Series pay-per-view. But he wouldn't make it there, because 4 days later, they found him dead in his hotel room at 38 years old.
That's crazy.
I know. Like
drugs.
Heart failure. They said heart failure.
Drugs.
Had to have been, right?
Yeah.
They said no foul play, no suicide, no murder, but it had to have been drugs. I don't know. I just remember this being a big deal. And I remember once we found out, the tribute to him on Raw was just like, I think I might have even shed a tear because it was just so sad.
I remember Chris Benoit got a tribute, and then they're like, take that now.
Let's walk that back.
Get rid of that shit.
Yeah. We need to go delete that. How do we get that out of here? So, yeah, that was a sad one. I don't know. Were you a big Eddie Guerrero fan?
Hell yeah, riding that Latin vibe.
I mean,
I was never like a big fan, but I thought he was a good wrestler, good technical wrestler.
This was a weird one, because this is another one where they just went so far sometimes, and like he was I remember back then he was in a feud. Like his wife in the feud was cheating on him, and somebody was so it was like, are they just playing this up like somebody murdered him to get to his wife? And
it's like, no, this is
he
real.
He was actually dead. So, let's talk a little bit of music. I don't have any music clips this week because there wasn't anything that I was just like, I really want to play this song.
You obviously don't listen to Rage Against the Machine.
I actually went and listened to that whole album to see, is there anything on here that just stands out to me, and nothing did. So, but 1992, Rage Against the Machine's album Rage Against the Machine came out. I was not a big fan of theirs, so it just wasn't one where I was just like, yeah, this is awesome.
Killing in the Name, first off.
Yep.
Absolutely insane. Like, Killing in the Name has been like a huge one for me forever. But they had a lot of really good stuff. God, Bullet in the Head was good. Know Your Enemy.
No, definitely good songs. I just, when I heard them, I wasn't like, oh man, that takes me back. Like, that, it just wasn't something that I listened to a ton of.
So Tom Morello is incredible. Like, it's hilarious. Like, this dude is like one of the smartest people. And like, I remember like seeing on Twitter like him like talking about stuff. He was like a poli-sci major or something like that. And he's talking about stuff, and people are like, oh, I hate when musicians try to like talk about shit or whatever. You know, it's like, just explain. He's like, I fucking like literally like
Really?
This is like what I went to school for, and you know, so it's really funny. But with that being said, the dude is just so iconic, like with his guitar, like a lot of the shit he did. But like, you listen to Killing in the Name, and it's just one of those grooves that's like, God damn, he is so talented.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was good music. It's just, like, again, it just wasn't something that I latched onto as a kid and then listened to afterwards. So, and then 1996, the Spice Girls album Spice.
Oh, shit.
Their first album. I mean, the girls were all over that one.
Yeah. The music didn't really affect me, but...
Not at all. But, I mean, we heard it everywhere.
Yeah.
And so it's on there. And then 1995... Coolio,
Hell yeah.
Gangsta's Paradise. I mean, obviously the song.
One of my sons still listens to this.
It's a good song still.
Yeah,
like, it's got a good beat, and it's just
that was from a movie too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Dangerous Minds.
Okay.
It was the name of that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yep, that makes sense. Damn, how solid.
Yeah, good stuff. That's Retro Rewind.
You did it.
It's there. We did it.
I tell you what, though.
Who said no?
So, we talk about Fortnite a lot, and I feel like this was amazing because this brought me back to...
Well, hold on a second. What is this segment?
Oh, it's What's on Mike's Mind.
Is it now? Is it What's on Mike's Mind, do you say?
Wom.
Yeah, Wom. Are you gonna do it, Riverside, or are you just gonna be stubborn and be dumb?
Give me all the frantic days. So what's on Mike's mind? Let's drop the needle on the track. A fun, fun way been played. There ain't no turning back. Yeah, what's on Mike's mind? A memory, a quest, a point of view.
That guy more.
Quest crew, we sharing it for you.
I hope anybody that watches that intro
knows what it's from.
That guy looks familiar. It'll make me so happy for someone to discover that and be like, what the fuck?
That was so hard for me to make because I'm just like, this is so stupid. I don't like it.
I wish so bad I could have like shot for shot like had. Anyways, but yeah, this one was incredible because like, you know, we play Fortnite now and it's like a big part of like what we do. But for them to add The Simpsons to it, I mean, it took me back to, like, I remember being at my dad's house, you know, like, hearing him laugh all crazy at, you know, the dumb bullshit.
And they stole our episode title, by the way. I already coined the phrase "fArtnite," like in episode 120.
Yeah. And they went for it. They had Bart write the thing. So, yeah, there's a little clip here that I saved a couple clips, and for whatever reason, the Xbox is totally screwing me. But there's a clip here just to kind of show a little bit of what it looks like. And I love it, man. I love exactly like everything they did with it.
Oh, he's Marge. Nice.
Yep. I actually, damn, can we fast forward it? Because I had it trimmed to like 7 seconds or some shit. I don't think people want to sit here for a minute 30, but...
I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Where do you want me to go? It's 58 seconds long.
Just go to like the middle. There you go. That's better. So you'll see, like, immediately when I saw this intro, like, just getting on the bus, I was like, holy shit, this is going to be amazing.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I love it. Way to go, Fortnite.
It's so cool. And then if you look at everything else, like, they have a bunch of, like, you know, of course, everything's named incredibly. But
There's the stacks.
yeah,
Nice.
exactly. So it's like we're familiar with the stacks, but it's Homer stacks now. You know what I mean? So they did so much cool shit with this, and it's stuff that I'm even still finding out. So do you remember like Sideshow Mel? Like he would like step on the rakes and it'd like hit him in the face, and they put rakes in front of some
Krusty in
chests. Yeah, Krusty's in there as a boss.
Awesome.
So he has his own special gun. That was pretty cool. The first bullet will like shoot you up in the air with a balloon. So you can like shoot an enemy and toss them in the air and then shoot them as they're in the air. So that's kind of neat. But there's stuff like, for example, you go to the power plant, and in Homer's sector, sometimes it'll like overheat, and there's like a certain sequence you have to put it in to like get the nuclear reactor to like stop. You know, I assume it's going to blow up or whatever. But also with Mr. Burns, there's a button on his desk.
You were telling me about this one.
Yeah, so you can release the hounds, and then you have a group of people like hounds that will like surround you and like help fight off enemies. They have the statue from Springfield in there, and I guess if you shoot its head off, you can put the head on, and it like protects you from like a headshot. But anytime you have it on, it alerts everybody to like where you're at.
Like with the yellow circle, like
yeah, exactly.
The other stuff. Yeah.
So they did a lot of like really cool stuff. Like there's a bunch of Easter eggs like all over it, and it's just fun for you to go find it. Like Bart's Treehouse is in there with a TV.
Oh, cool.
So there's stuff that I tried to record, and for whatever reason, it just flat out didn't work.
We got to get into that this week. Now that we're a little bit more free, I bet we can play this week and really get into it. So we should do that.
We haven't
that
played
looks fun.
in a while. Yeah, they had their own battle pass going on right now, and like I started off with like Marge. Like she's like the first one in the battle pass. Mm-hmm. So I have Marge right now, and I have
so you just get her if you buy the battle pass. You just get her. Right
I think
at the beginning,
so. But they have the car remote. You know how she's like driving in the car and everything. Like they have like the Simpsons car and everything.
Nice.
But it's really cool, even just watching it. As soon as it uploads, like you get to see like all the like everything that you can do, what's new in the season, the weapons, things like that. And it's nuts to see everything is just Springfield and Simpsons, and
that's awesome.
It's wild. Lots of really cool stuff in there.
Really went down, and I think this is way back when Disney poured all that money into Fortnite. This is the kind of stuff we're going to get to see.
Yeah,
because Disney is like going to throw all because they own the Simpsons now, right?
Yeah, and I even heard them talking about doing like Harry Potter next.
Oh, that's
so
not Disney
that would
at all.
be insane. That would be super wild. But like I said, it's just iconic, man. To see that all over again, and it's cool to almost get to experience like the town because like you have Moe's and everything in there. You know what I mean? So
that's really cool. Can you go inside and
yeah,
really? That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we definitely got to get into that this week. That'll be fun.
So another thing I kind of wanted to talk about. We had a little problem with our Pinter.
We did. Sad news is.
That was more sad news is I followed everything exactly the way I did it before, went to make our second batch, and Pinter just kind of leaked everywhere. So that was, like a gallon and a half of beer.
The golden deliciousness all over your counter.
Yeah, it smelled good.
I bet.
It smelled pretty good, but we had a good experience. I got my dad a Pinter.
Yes.
On Halloween, we had one ready to where he could, tap into it, and we went to his house on Halloween to try it out. It was a Mexican lager, and it was pretty good.
It was good.
Just needed a little bit of lime and salt or something.
I think so. Yeah, just something to a little bit of salt on that rim and a little lime in it. It would have been delicious.
So I did write Pinter just to kind of see what they'd have to say, and the cool thing is they did respond, and they're like, "Hey, sorry to hear about that." Like they asked a bunch of questions, obviously, but then they're like, "Hey, can you send us a picture of this and this and this and this?" So that's something I need to do like probably tomorrow. And it sounds like they're probably even going to send us our beer back so we can do it again and help us to kind of diagnose what the problem is. So that was kind of a strike for me against Pinter, you know what I mean? But with that being said,
at least their support's responsive. Like that's good to know.
Yeah, that was good to know because I thought for sure it's like I'm just not even going to hear from these guys ever again. But I kind of want to get some sort of like container to put underneath it in case this shit happens again and make sure it's not going to leak all over my fucking floor.
What are you going to put on? I mean, what would you put under it?
Some sort of like Rubbermaid container or some shit. Like I don't know.
Put it inside of there.
Yeah, just set it in there. That way, if it does leak, it's contained that way. But
yeah.
So lastly, I guess what's on my mind. Obviously, I've been going through some shit. I got some medical stuff I'm dealing with. Hopefully, I have surgery the 7th. Hopefully that goes well because I literally have like 3 chef events this month through the World Food Championships for Sam's Club. And then I'm also doing a little USO tour, and that's going to be kind of interesting. It kind of started as my old unit, 75th, in Lawton. You know, we talked about doing some food stuff together, and they're like, man, you know, we talked to USO to see if, you know, what they thought on it, and they were wondering, like, would you be open to going to, like, the Air Force Base and talking to Marines and doing all this stuff? And I was like, I can draw them a picture. I don't know if they communicate really well. But so with that being said,
that's not fair.
yeah, I'm going to be going to, like, back to my old stomping grounds out in Lawton. I'm going to, like, Oklahoma City and going to, like, Tulsa and things like that.
Really?
And yeah, I'll be doing
Nice.
some cooking demos. But one of the groups, I don't even know who it is yet, but they challenged me to a cook-off, like a mystery cook-off thing. They're like, you know, you go to their DFAC or wherever we're going. I don't know if it's like an outdoor kitchen, like in the field, but they're like, do you want to know the ingredients ahead of time? And I was like, I don't care. I was like, just give me 5 minutes prior. Let me see what I have to work with. And
Are you going to make it even at least and make them not know either?
no. And I was even saying that today. It's like, dude, there's no winning that. You know what I mean? Because it's like you win and you're like, oh, this asshole coming here and just, you know, whatever. It's like, or then you lose and then it's like, you know, this guy fucking sucks. Or,
Yeah, he's terrible. He
so
didn't
it's
even
like,
beat this
you know,
guy.
it's like you get into these situations and it's like, dude, you know, you're just going to eat shit and it's whatever. You know what I mean? So all you can do is at least hopefully make a good meal and, you know, have some fun with them. But the crazy thing is Lawton, I didn't know they had a casino.
Oh, really?
They got me a room at the casino. They said
Nice.
they gave me a room. It's like Apache
Awesome.
Casino or something. So they're like, yeah, they're going to hook you up. You get to go stay there. I'm like,
Heck yeah,
this
dude.
could be expensive.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then,
Or it could be lucrative. Who knows?
yeah. And then
I mean,
the next
sometimes
day,
you win at casinos.
sometime, not very often.
I mean, not you, but people
yeah,
do.
not you, but people win. And the next day, I think I go to Oklahoma City, and there's a really nice hotel that they're putting me up in as well, like super nice
Awesome.
hotel. So
That sounds
yeah, I'm
really
excited. It seems like they have good food at both spots and everything. So
cool. You take Thor with you?
probably not.
No.
I would love to, but I just don't know how that would work with me cooking and being.
Yeah,
like,
nobody that
nobody
knows him
else.
being there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean,
that
if
makes
I had
sense.
if I had people, then it'd
Yeah,
be different.
that
But
makes sense.
I'm just excited to go back to my old unit because it was cool, man. Like
Is there anybody still there that you know?
I doubt it, but you never know. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
If there's people even in air defense, you know, it's such a small field. I feel like. I mean, there's a lot of us, but I don't know. You never know what you're going to see. But it'll just be cool to see some of the old things that I used to see and experience, and go back into that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Should be
Very
a good
cool.
time.
That sounds awesome. When is that happening?
Like the middle of November. It's
Really?
like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I come home, and then I want to say the following week I'm back on the road for Sam's.
Let's hope this next surgery goes good so you can be done with that crap.
Dude,
and
I just need
get this stuff done.
just desperately need to get that over with.
Man, that's awesome. That sounds really cool.
It'll be fun.
I'm pumped for you. That's cool.
I'm kind of hoping that. So I'm working with the Oklahoma, like the whole state USO,
Uh-huh.
and I'm hoping it goes well because they have something in the Air Force called Space A flights, to where like me as a veteran, like I can like book flights for like free or like super cheap to go to like air bases. So if they say like, hey, we're flying to California, like you can just ride along with us because we have to
Oh,
go
nice.
anyways. You know what I mean?
On like a army airplane where
Yeah,
you have no
exactly.
seatbelts or anything?
No, I mean, I'm sure they have like something, but anyways, like it's called a Space A flight. And what would be really cool to me is if this goes well, it's like talk to like the national USO and say like, hey, this dude can go to base to base to base and just send me on Space A flights and just keep sending
cool.
me to different
Very
places.
cool.
So
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
we'll see.
Well, we have come to the end of another episode. And always at the end of the episodes, we give you the answer to the conundrum.
That's right.
This one is interesting because if you locked in to number C, I love bees, then you were correct. So this happened on a commercial for for Halo 2. They had a commercial. And then at the end of the commercial, they showed the Xbox logo and this underneath it, www.ilovebees.com.
Weird.
Yeah, and so then people started going to this website, and it was this alternate reality where it led you on this wild goose chase through all kinds of physical stuff. So other websites, pay phones, just all kinds of stuff. And it's still people that remember this, really remember this, and it's something that you just don't see a lot of. It's kind of like what we talked about last week, where we really like the physical calling in and putting a code in kind of thing. So the I Love Bees campaign started as a cryptic message hidden in the Halo 2 trailer that led players to the website that appeared to be for a beekeeping company that was mysteriously corrupted. It kicked off an elaborate sci-fi story that players around the world worked together to solve, culminating in just before the game's release. It's still considered one of the most innovative marketing campaigns in gaming history. I don't remember it, though.
I don't either. That's crazy.
I don't remember this happening, and I was such a big Halo 2 fan. We were so anticipating Halo after Halo 2. I remember downloading the demo and playing it on demo weekend and all that, but I don't remember seeing this at all.
No, that didn't sound familiar whatsoever. When I read that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. So unless I just made it all up.
Fever dream.
Who knows? So we are taking a break next week.
Yeah.
You're going to be in surgery just before we would normally record. We're going to be down in Dallas at the Stars game, and it just feels like a good time to take a break.
I agree. It'll be for the best. Let me recover and get some of those drugs out of my system.
That's right. But we will be back with a new episode on November 18th, Tuesday, November 18th.
I like it.
So check that out. Check us out on Spotify. If you listen on Spotify or Apple, leave us a comment, give us a follow, give us a thumbs up, whatever you can do on those things. I know it just seems dumb to you, why does that matter? But that super matters, because that helps those platforms know that people are watching and people are engaging and people are listening, and it gets us more reach. It gets us in front of more eyeballs. And really, that's what we want, is we want people to come hang out and enjoy what we're doing. And so if you guys can help us out by leaving us a comment, leaving us a like or a thumbs up on whatever platform you see us on, that would be awesome. We would love it. And like always,
peace out, motherfucker.
Keep it classic and peace. Actually, keep it rad. I don't like keep it classic. I was going to try something new. I don't like it.
No.
Keep it rad. Peace.